It's so great. What a wonderful crowd. I'm Margaret Lowe-Smith. I'm president of the AtlanticLIVE, that's the Atlantic Magazine's events division. And we are thrilled to be here with all of you tonight to present a sneak preview of Documentary Now. Those of you who read The Atlantic know we like to tackle weighty issues in a bold way. In the last year, Ta-Nehisi Coates made the case for reparations for slavery. We explored what ISIS really wants and asked the question, is it time for the Jews to leave Europe? But we also love small pleasures, and every once in a while, we can be funny. Not long ago, after serious research, Atlantic editors discovered how your sense of humor can improve your health, get you pregnant, and save your life. With that in mind, we'll preview the first 2 episodes of Documentary Now. This series takes viewers on a trip through documentary history. These documentaries are fake, but their themes are extraordinarily familiar. In episode 1, called Sandy Passage, it chronicles the story of an elderly mom and her grown daughter. They live together in a dilapidated mansion. And some of you might remember Grey Gardens. That was the 1975 documentary that went behind the scenes with Big Edie and Little Edie Beale. They were 2 eccentric relatives of Jackie Kennedy Onassis, and they lived in a decaying, raccoon-infested mansion in the Hamptons. In Sandy Passage, the Documentary Now team provides another take on that familiar story. Right after that, we'll share episode 2. It's called Drones, The Hunt for El Chingon. Drones is the name of the ultra-gonzo documentary news team that knows no fear in the pursuit of a good story. And we'll travel with them on their dangerous attempts to track down El Chingon, a feared drug lord in Mexico. Shades of Vice news may seep through, but you'll see the Drones team has its own way of doing things. Then after this screening, the show's creators and stars will join us for a conversation. Bill Hader, Fred Armisen, the lead actors who dreamed up the series, along with Seth Meyers and Reese Thomas. Before we get rolling, I want to thank IFC for making tonight possible. And with that, it is a total pleasure to introduce IFC's president, Jennifer Caserta.
Thank you, Margaret. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for what we know will be the highlight of your week and quite possibly your entire summer. All of us at IFC are incredibly proud of Documentary Now, a series that tells some of the most amazing stories that never actually happened. And just in case you missed Late Night with Seth Meyers, and why would you miss that show, allow me to share some exciting news we announced. Without even premiering the show, we've renewed Documentary Now for 2 more seasons. Yep. And equally exciting and much more immediate, we decided to extend the finale into 2 parts. That final episode, which is titled Gentle and Soft, The Story of the Blue Jean Committee, charts the rise and fall of a soft rock band and their quest to leave an indelible mark on rock and roll history. And it all kicks off on IFC this Thursday at 10 p.m. Tonight, we're thrilled to share with you the first 2 episodes of Documentary Now, and so thankful that Fred, Bill, Seth, and Reese are here with us. Their creative and comedic genius have made this a truly unique project. I'd also like to thank director Alex Bono, Lorne Michaels, and everyone at Broadway Video for their efforts on this show and for being such great partners to IFC. And finally, a big thank you to our friends at The Atlantic for hosting this event and to all of you for being here. And I'd like to welcome Margaret back. Thanks.
Thank you, Jennifer. We're almost there. A few quick notes before we start. Please silence your cell phones. We're going to be on Twitter at Atlantic_Live. You can follow the conversation using the hashtag AtlanticDocNow. That's AtlanticDoc. DOC Now. You can post pictures on Instagram using the same hashtag. We're going to wrap at 9:45 and hope you'll join us for cocktails after. And with that, it is my pleasure to introduce Atlantic's Washington editor at large and my wonderful colleague, Steve Clemons. Steve.